because the camera's on me. Camera's on me. All right, good.
Your camera's better. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened the last time, but
I've got a well, a new computer, but my lighting is still crap and my camera's not that great. Anyways, we're live, so
okay.
greetings all, it's Max, and we're back and we're doing a year-end review, more or less.
Yeah.
Wasn't planning on doing anything today, but
But I kicked him off the
people,
couch.
people are wondering if I'm dead in a ditch somewhere.
That's right.
And I'm like, no, I don't have any guests, and I really don't have any topics. I don't really have anything. But today we are joined by Valerie, and we're going to talk about basically the stuff that went on for the last year. If you have topics or anything like that, please share them, because I know what other people are talking about with their live streams and things like that, and I don't want to steal them. I want to let them do their thing. So, so let me refresh my stuff so I can see what's going on with chat, and we will get going. One thing I do want to talk about is what's new with me. I think about 6 months ago or something like that, I started taking donations, and I have a Patreon and stuff like that. And that money basically helped me buy a new computer, as well as a few other things. We put out probably 3 cases of Bibles around there. I'm also getting donated Bibles to put out to their little free lending library boxes. So thank you all for that. That is one new thing that has been going on. And let's see. I don't like listening to myself when I pull up that chat thing. Yeah. Okay.
I have to explain myself.
You do.
I have to explain the Max coat colors.
Oh yeah, she's wearing the coat colors.
Yeah.
I told you, I'm going to be an internet meme before too long. That's my goal in life. To be an internet meme.
Maybe you should sell coats. You
Yeah.
can't. I guess you can't steal this pattern, though, can you?
Well, it's the heretic 101 coat or something like that. Isn't that what they call them?
Oh, heretic heresies.
Yeah. It's the heretic line.
Wait.
There you go. Heresies.
It's new, coming out in
How did you do that?
February.
How did you actually do that?
I had them made.
Oh.
I called Hershey and had them specifically made. No, I did it.
You started your own chocolate factory?
I did my own chocolate factory. Just like Willy Wonka.
Yeah. Heresies. That's pretty cool.
Thanks, Deborah. I even changed my avatar just for fun.
Yeah.
I'll go back.
Oh, come on now. I knew I was going to get crap for that. I didn't think it would be from my own can. But yeah, it's,
you gotta love
in case you don't know, I live in Minnesota, and I can watch the thermometer go. I was watching it today. It started off at 32 and now we're at 10. So yeah.
Well, we're getting it. We had nothing but rain today, just rain, and it's actually spring conditions. It's crazy.
Yeah. We had
robins. The robins are. Yeah.
Those will be some frozen robins.
Yeah. They're. I don't know how they survive, but they're doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year they showed up too early here, and they're like, "What is this crap? What is this?"
I don't think last year they ever left.
Yeah.
I don't know what they survived.
It's probably warmer where you're at. We had springtime where the snow melted and all the birds came back, and then it snowed like 2 feet. I'm like, how's a robin gonna get a worm in that crap?
Yeah, I don't know. They must live off something in the tree anyway. I don't know.
I'm not a bird man. I just feed them stuff. So we're going through a year-end review, and obviously, we got live streams going now on my channel. I've helped Robert's getting set up. He's going to do live streams, I believe, on Thursdays. We'll probably be over there whenever he decides to do that. We have new heretics out there, of course. Anyone who's been keeping up on my channel, we got new heretics. All
Chocolate
these
bars for
wonderful,
sale.
all these wonderful things. Yeah, Valerie's got candy bars for sale. So that's what we've got that's going on. I can say that um, I'll briefly talk about donations again. Let's see, my computer donations helped out with that. Cases of Bibles that were given out. If people want to send Bibles to give out, I mean, here's the problem right now I'm having is Dollar Tree is sold out, and I don't think Hendrix is making those Bibles anymore. So those are dollar Bibles, so I can give out a case of them, no problem. Now they're like $8, and I'm like, oh man, I got so many places to go to give them out, and that's a deal. That's a deal. But we'll work on that. We'll work on that. And
That's still not bad, really.
they're really good Bibles. They're really
Are
good
they?
Bibles.
Yeah.
They're like tremendously good. I just cannot afford to buy like 50 of them. These are the ones. I don't know.
Oh, they're nice. Nice hardcovers. Yeah.
Yeah,
Are they? Yeah.
they're
Are the old giant
fantastic.
and giant print too? Because the other
Oh,
ones
they're red
were.
letter. They are red
Uh,
letter. They're reference, and they are giant print.
that's
And
nice.
I don't know if the person would care if I said who gave them to me, but I don't want to out anybody on that. But is buying like 50 of those. That's I don't have the money for that.
You
But
will.
so we'll see. We'll see. But these things are fantastic. Okay. This
You
is
got
a
to
better
glare. You
this
got to
is my
glare on it, Max.
I got a
You,
glare on it.
yeah.
How about that?
Bend it down a little bit, maybe off
Yeah.
the light. There you go.
And
Nice.
they're as good of a Bible as the one that I had that's custom. That's by Hendrix. That's my custom Bible. My reference Bible. It's not the one that I use though. I use a dollar one. But these are great, and people will love them and probably respect them a lot more than the Dollar Tree ones, because the Dollar Tree ones, the text is fine, but it's little itty bitty stuff,
Hmm.
little itty bitty tiny text, and these ones are great. And $8 isn't a bad price. It's just
No.
wow, the amount. I'm going to at least over 20 different boxes, probably 30, closer to. Um, and I usually put two in there with all the stuff in there. So that's what's that's what's going on with that. We have PureFlix people out there who want Christian entertainment. Go to PureFlix. It's like $10 a month, something like that. So that's what's going on.
I think they have a promotion on right now, where if you buy a year, you get a month free.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, that's probably $100 or something like that.
Yep.
I remember when I first looked at it, it was like 26 or something, and I'm like, $26? Well, I can't afford that. But now it's not that. It's like 12 or something. Amy knows. She's in
Mm,
chat.
I think it's 10. $10.
Yeah.
Well, if you buy the whole year, it is. So maybe it could be 12 monthly. But
Yeah.
honestly, they're hard to watch.
Some of them, which is why
Yeah.
I make it a point to like watch them, because there are some really good ones in there, and there's a lot of junk. And it's nice for people, and don't waste your time with this. This one's great, that sort of thing. Look at it in chat. Looks like Jason showed up. Hey, Jason.
Hey, Jason. What time is it over there? 2:30, 3:30 in the afternoon? 3:20?
He lives in the future. It's
I
tomorrow.
know.
It's like 9 o'clock in the morning.
I want to show off my coat again. There you
There you
go.
go. Perfect.
Oh, well.
So, what about for you in the last year?
What about me in the last year? I've done a lot actually. Well, in the last year, yeah. This year, what is there to look forward to this year? I don't know.
No, I'm saying last year. This is going to be kind of a year in review because I didn't have a topic.
Well, year review, as far
I didn't.
as far as fellowship goes, I think that's really increased. Um, I was pretty on my own for a long time, searching for um fellowship,
Yeah.
and everywhere I went on the internet, it just seemed that's not it. No, that's not it. And then I started following individuals, and that's how I came across Brett's channel. And
Mm,
then I started seeing Brett on certain live chats. So then I would kind of follow that way, and then um, that's how I ended up on your channel. So I almost got into the Hebrew Roots channel. I don't want to mention the
mm,
channel.
no.
There's some people that know probably what channel it is, but you
Mhm.
could ask Brett.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I know where I met Brett was on Matthias's channel.
yeah, that's what Amy said. Yeah,
Mhm.
on Talking Doctrine.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much my year. Um, as far as that's concerned. But I got into scripture more, that's for sure. I got a little bit more deeper and started reading a little bit more into it, and because I didn't have time before. So, but
Yeah.
I have time now. So yeah, and I changed my hours at work, which make a difference. So I don't work shift work anymore, which is great. But I am going back to 12 hours, so I don't know how I'm gonna fare on. I don't know how I'm gonna do on the Tuesdays, but
Well, at this point, no one else is around either, so
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
could get it could get
Maybe,
changed to whenever.
yeah, I was just gonna say maybe you should change it to once a month or just whenever, like you say, or every other Tuesday.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
hard. It really is hard to stay on some certain topics. Um, unless seeing and even in chat, I don't think I've seen anything, any ideas in chat. So I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, mm, it's hard to
Yeah.
do it randomly because people need to kind of expect it to be on.
Oh,
And
I just wanna. Yes. Well, that's what I wondered, and I thought, what the heck?
uh, yeah, Valerie's all upset. I'm like,
I'm well,
I'm
I'm
like, I don't
kind of
have.
worried because Amy didn't get back to me, and then you got back to me, and I thought,
No,
okay,
I.
and I thought maybe you don't realize it's Tuesday. Sometimes
Yeah.
that happens too. So,
Well, Max woke up and like within a half hour of waking up this morning, he was already falling asleep at his keyboard, and I'm
oh,
struggling to try and go through it. And no, I was just tired. I don't know, really know why, but and I'm trying to think of something to do for a live stream, and I'm like, whatever. I don't care. I'm going to sleep. So I
I
went
should.
to sleep.
You know what? I fell asleep this afternoon too. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I tried to stay up and tried to think of something and tried to come up with stuff, but I'm like, I'm just gonna go to sleep. And yeah, I mean, I don't. I mean, obviously the biggest thing that's come out has been that movie that's the documentary they call the documentary about
Oh,
dispensational heretics. And it's like,
heresy.
I mean,
Heresy.
stuff like that takes a lot of time, but it's ridiculous these people that are out there talking about dispensational heresies, and you watch the video and it's nothing but a hit piece about other people. It's not proving any doctrine at all. It's just a hit piece.
Yeah.
And
And
they're
you know what?
all those people are dead. We're gonna go after Schofield and Darby and Larkin and
Yeah, that's not
Ruckman.
fair. That's not fair.
Exactly.
No.
We're gonna go to Ruckman and we're gonna beat that guy up over the head for dispensations, but they really can't refute his doctrine. And the funniest part, I think I did it in my first video when I first watched like 10 minutes of it. They admit they're dispensationalists. I got the Old Testament and I got the New Testament. Those what I think of that's how I divide the Bible. I think that's what the term the guy used. And I'm like, that's a dispensation, man.
Yeah.
And then they go
You
on
know,
to continue on and they
yes.
just beat people up.
But you know what, Max? It depends on where they hinge it. Do they hinge
Yeah.
it after? Where do they hinge
I,
the
I
New
don't
and
think
the
that
Old Testament?
I don't think that they know what the difference is between the Old and New Testament, to be
Oh,
honest with you. I think that they look at their book and they go, oh, it says Old Testament here and New Testament here. So therefore,
yeah.
there we go.
No.
I haven't followed. I didn't even realize the first video that I did not even realize that it was Steven Anderson and his cult. I thought the guy looked familiar. The little, 25-year-old guy who's up there preaching.
I
He
think I
looked
know who you
familiar.
mean now. Yeah, he's pretty young, the young fellow. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know who you mean now. Yeah.
But I could tell by the way things were cut that it was a Wittenberger, a Paul Wittenberger thing, because it looks just like Steven Anderson stuff. And I kind of subconsciously picked it up. And then in with talking with Robert, he's like, oh yeah, it's the same people. And I talked to somebody else too who said, yeah, it's the same people. And sure enough, it's the same camp, same group of people. And it's like, man, this little guy who gets beat up by border patrol agents from Tempe, Arizona, has got planting all of these churches all over. Interesting. And he wants to make war with people for like no reason. Like none. Why would you attack dispensationalism? Who cares if people believe in dispensations?
Unless it's just for hits.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I really wonder. I mean, if someone like me came out with some of the garbage that Steven Anderson does on a regular basis, kill all the gay people, kill all the Jews, boy, kill all the adulterers. The stuff that he comes out with, and he puts it out on YouTube, and YouTube apparently doesn't have a problem with it.
Yeah,
which is really weird. Because if I did that, I'd be kicked off immediately. Like immediately. There wouldn't be anything. I'd show up and my channel would be gone.
Yeah.
Because that is basic hate speech. And we're not talking about governmental organization here where your stuff is protected. We're talking about a very left-leaning liberal YouTube organization.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised as well, really. I don't know. Maybe they just haven't cracked down on it yet, but
I don't see how that's possible. I cannot put anything with Brian Denlinger in the name of any of my videos.
Well, don't they? Doesn't YouTube look at every video?
No.
Like, even when because even when you render them, don't they hold them for review first before you upload them?
No.
Oh.
No, it's all what happens is they get demonetized or whatever. Basically, no one can ever find your video. If it says it's demonetized, it means that no one can, unless they search directly for your video or go straight to your channel.
Right.
It'll never show up in searches.
Oh, they're my subs or something. Yeah.
Right.
Because I just
when you upload the thing, it'll automatically get flagged for whatever reason. And then someone has to manually view it. If you say there is nothing wrong with this video, go ahead and put it up. And that's it. It's all a computer algorithm.
So because I noticed that sometimes you can report a video or say that you're not interested, and then they ask you why. So I just wondered if maybe they get a lot of those negative hits, that maybe they will review these channels, or
only if they're violating terms of service. And like I said, it's very odd that if I was a gay guy, I would flag every single one of Steven Anderson's videos.
Yeah.
Because he brings that up in almost every video. Why he's not taken down, I have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah,
don't know.
but it could come and bite you in the butt too, because I mean they could consider you as a threat because
Well,
you're
not really.
flagging. No.
No, the dirty secret of YouTube is you can put copyright claims on people for copyright stuff that you don't own, and it's the content creators have to deal with it. And then even when it's shown that you have perfect fair use or perfect right to use what you're using, the person who reported that, there is nothing that happens to them.
Mm.
It's the same thing with flagging a movie or flagging a video or flagging your channel or whatever. There is no repercussions that happen to anybody. And that's kind of a problem on YouTube right now, or it has been for a while. But yeah, people can flag you for any reason, and it's your problem to go out there and go say, "Look, I didn't do anything wrong." And I had the problem, and Ed Beninger had the problem where I think when Denlinger got his PayPal or Patreon or something shut down, like all of his members came in and flagged all of our videos. I don't think that anything happened to any of those people who flagged us. All they did was cost a lot of money for YouTube because we had to file disputes for every single thing that we did. But nothing happened to those people who flagged. I mean, it's kind of a one-sided deal with that. Yeah. Well, there are things with YouTube that if you put pretty much any Christian channel right now is marginalized. So if I put Christian in the title, if I put cult in the title, if I put Brian Denlinger in the title, Husky 394, nothing can be monetized. If I put Muslim in the title, definitely not.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's the state of YouTube as it is. That's how it is.
Because I notice too sometimes now that even your newly uploaded videos, there's commercials.
There is some if I have copyrighted content.
Okay,
The
that's
only
why.
one on my new uploaded videos, the only one that should have commercials on it is the one where I'm doing a Star Wars Last Jedi review. That's the only one.
Oh,
And then stuff from before a couple of months ago,
right,
because I
right.
have to go through and manually like turn on monetization. My upload defaults are non-monetized right now.
Mm.
But I will turn it on for some stuff just because yeah.
Well, I learned how to put my moderators
Yeah.
in. That was actually kind of easy. So I'm ready to go live
Yeah.
eventually.
There you go.
Yeah. Too bad Robert wasn't here because I was kind of hoping to talk to him about that, but I'll have to send him an email again.
For doing
Yeah.
what?
For doing a live stream.
Oh, with them?
With yeah, yeah, with me.
Oh,
I have a
yeah.
topic, but I'm not gonna.
You don't want to spoil it for
Yeah.
anybody.
No, I don't want to make a spoiler. No.
Yeah. Yeah, he's around.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not looking forward to YouTube the next year. That's for sure. Um,
Yeah.
I know who to stay away from. I know what to stay away from now. Because I'm not a new YouTuber. I've been around, I think, since 2013. Um, but I really haven't had the time to do anything, and that's why just recently, um, I've been uploading videos because I bought myself a program. Something I always wanted to do, but never really had the time to do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm kind of enjoying it. But I understand the running out of idea things because you do run out of ideas for videos too.
Well,
And I
there's
feel bad for these subscribers because I don't pump them out once a week. I can't do that. I
once
mean,
a
I
week.
just no way
You'd
I
be
can't do it
amazing.
unless no, that'd be hard. I don't have the time to do it. If you knew how the programs worked, I mean, stacking and layering and putting everything together and finding the proper pictures and
See, you do all this thing called video editing, which I don't
I
do. I go
do.
up there and I
No.
just ramble and ramble and ramble. And if I
Yeah.
mess up, I go, yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah. Yeah, but that works for you.
It works for me.
It works
I mean,
for
I do
you.
like sometimes 2 or 3 videos a day. So
Yeah.
that's how I roll. That's how I have to roll.
Yeah. I'm
Because
just I'm go ahead.
the way that I used to do things and how my channel starts is why I have so many other people's content on my channel was usually I would try to make a video once a week and really edit it down really good, get it all just right and all this stuff. But during that time, of course, I would also run across other people's videos and I just re-upload them and
Yeah.
put them on my channel. And in the last year, probably 2 years now with YouTube, what happens is you can have total rights to put something up on your channel. And people can say in the video, go ahead and re-upload, go ahead and do what you want. But then you have in the case of like the Seventh-day Adventist, they switched CEOs and they switched their main pastors. Like Walter Vaith is still around, but their other main guy who was the television guy, he retired or went off and did something else. And when that happened, all of my SDA content got flagged for copyright because
Oh,
whoever took over was like, yeah, we need this copyrighted, and that's what happens. Same thing with Ken Hovind, more or less. I think Ken Hovind still allows you to re-upload his stuff. I'm not positive on that, but I don't have his
do,
stuff on my channel much anymore. But
do you have to
um,
have that premium YouTube to do that, or can anybody do that? Or do you have to pay to do that?
for what re-uploading?
Yeah, upload somebody else's video.
Mhm. You just download the video off of YouTube and then re-upload it. Put in the
Okay.
keywords.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all there is to it. I
All
mean,
right. I'll try it because I'll
yeah,
try it with yours. I'll try it with yours. Maybe with this
I
one, and I'll
I've
play with.
always I've always used free YouTube downloader, but I'm sure there's a
Yeah.
bunch of spyware put into it by now. But yeah, I just download somebody's video and I always re-upload everybody's stuff whole. Um, and most people don't have a problem with that. I don't. If someone wants to download my stuff and re-upload it, as long as the whole thing is intact and you're not cutting me up and
Yeah,
all
adding
that.
things, adding words
So
somewhere. Yeah.
yeah, I don't have a problem with it. But what also happens is if you see ads and stuff on my videos is probably because somebody filed a copyright claim on something that's in the video, and then they will get monetization off of whatever I did. That's how that whole thing works. But so now I no longer upload anybody else's stuff without talking to them on the phone and be like, yo, I'm going to re-upload this. Like I asked Gene Kim, he put out a video in response to that dispensations and I'd left a message for him. I don't know if he'll ever get it or not. But I'm like, oh, it's Max Bauer. I got a Christian channel. Wanted to know if I could re-upload it.
I was
And
watching a lot of his videos, and I don't think I've ever recall seeing him comment on somebody else's comment. Like
mm,
at least you either there's a notification that you've actually read it, but
yeah,
on his, like, he never replies or anything. Um,
I don't know. Busy guy,
yeah,
maybe.
maybe.
I
Then
don't
then
know.
then do what Robert does and disable your comments if you
Yeah, you
don't
could do
want
that.
any. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
but
I think Robert has a special excuse though because he's doing it in two different languages. So in the comment section, it's you have to switch between English and Spanish or
yeah.
something if he
But
had his comments on.
it's not like he makes himself available though.
Oh, sure.
That's a good thing. Whereas if you don't want all those comments, at least you can email him or
His his concern when he was doing the live stream was figuring out how to actually moderate the comments.
right.
So he's worried about stuff like that, and he doesn't want stuff on his videos because I get crap on my videos. It's stuff that I did like 3 years ago, and how much time I'm going to spend moderating a video I did 3 years ago? I mean, I'm just not. I'm
Yeah.
just not. You can comment on it, okay, but
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna go with YouTube. I think I'm just gonna stick with a couple of channels. Yours, Brett. I'm looking forward to his next video. I just uploaded one. I finally
Yeah.
got the Revelation 7 Judgments done. If
Yeah.
anybody wants to go and check that out.
I'll have to put your channel link in the description. If I hadn't been doing that, I
Yeah.
tried to do that for everybody's channels in there.
Yeah, you know what? I could go back and do that too because I think I know how to do that. It's just
Well,
a matter of
you're a
copy and
moderator. You could copy and paste it and put it in chat. It'll actually let you do links.
oh, oh, that's okay. I'll do it after. I'll do it in the comments.
Well, anyways,
I don't want to do it now, but
you're in the chat right
oh,
now for
hey.
talking to Erin. So
Oh, yeah.
if you like click on her or right click and open in a new tab, that'll take you to her channel. She got a nice one with Robert out hunting, which is about how I
That
imagined it.
was funny.
About how I
That
imagined it.
that that just came to me. I should have. All I did was snap a couple of screenshots. I should have snapped more so that it would be more of a. But I didn't want to make him a robot. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, it looks good. Looks good.
that's good. Yeah, and the
Uh,
year ahead
Jason.
for YouTube, it's gonna be. I'm not looking forward to all these new blood moons and rapture.
Oh, I don't want to go into the blood moon thing. You know that was my
Yeah,
first
it's all
video,
gonna
and
be.
thank you for being the only comment on that video because when I got my start, that was like, oh my god, I got a comment on my video. Oh my, look at
Yes,
this.
it was 4 years ago.
It wasn't technically
Yeah.
my first video, but it shows up as my first video. Um, the one about Catholicism, is it pagan or something like that, was my actual first video, but
Oh,
when you start, you have to wait like a couple of months before you can actually not do 15-minute videos. And then you have to register your phone number and do all this other stuff. And I know I was online before 2014, but I think what ended up happening is I recombobulated all of those 15-minute cuts that I did and just re-uploaded the one whole video after I had the ability to do that. And yeah, 2014, the Blood Moons, John Hagee, Mark
well, we
Biltz.
were we were
You want to
talking about
see
that, and I
you
thought
want to
I'm
see
going to
young
search him
Max.
out.
You want to see
They,
young Max go into
I
my
didn't see
videos.
him, but your voice was very, very, yeah,
Yeah.
different. You probably didn't have your super
No,
microphone.
I think I did. I think I did,
Oh,
but
did you?
I know I was kind of like living out of a sleeping bag in
Uh-huh.
somebody's basement at the time. Yeah. Yeah. Go to videos and then sort by oldest and you'll see my what I think about blood moons.
Well, I didn't know how to do that, but I searched it out and I found it because we were talking about that, and yeah,
Yeah.
because I kind of fell into it. I fell into it and started thinking, oh yeah. Then I thought, you know what? No, signs are for Israel.
Yeah.
I just they're not for us. It's not for us to worry
That's what
about.
that's what I tell
And
people when I go, how many of them blood moons are actually visible by Israel?
yeah,
Because
I don't know. I don't
half the
know.
world probably
That's a
can't
good
see
question.
it. So the signs are for the
Yeah,
Jews, and that doesn't even show up in
yeah,
Israel, and you got kind of a little problem. Kind of a little
yeah.
problem.
I just I just thought the when I was looking at that video, I thought there's absolutely no comments on here.
No,
So
no.
naturally, I had to put first
There you go.
after
No, I
40
mean,
years.
what's weird is that my early videos and stuff actually got more views than what I get today, and it's because I put in this YouTube Christian block where okay, he's not going to show up in search. He's not going to show up for nothing. He's one of these Christian guys. So, but when I started, no, it was fine. I wasn't monetized, and they kept bugging me about that for 2 years. I probably would actually have taken off a little bit more, but
Well,
it
I'm
is what
starting
it
to
is.
learn a lot more. I've only been active since June, I think.
Yeah,
So, but I bought myself a program, and then I had to learn the program, which is getting a lot easier now.
yeah,
My first one was Passover, so that would have been no. I guess it wasn't June. It would have been March, April, because that's the reason why I bought the program. I just wanted to get the
Mhm.
word out,
Yeah.
you know. And I just find that I was going to these chats and nobody was listening. I mean, everybody's just nothing against chat.
Oh, you're gonna
um,
all the people just left chat. What are you trying to do to my channel?
no, but at least this chat, they don't come against you. Hi, Deborah. They don't come against you like a lot of other chats. You say something and then it's almost like they're, oh no, you're not saved. You better get saved. You better get saved. You
Oh yeah.
read your scripture. And I'm going, I'm reading my scripture. I don't know what you're doing with yours, but yeah. And
Do you
and I
believe?
stuck around as I stuck around a couple of them just because of the chats. And then I just thought, you know what? And then they started to get too strange and too weird, and I thought I'm out of here.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
see, on here you can just delete them because you're a moderator.
Who am I going to delete? Who wants to be deleted? Nobody.
Yeah,
No.
just delete some
So you
people.
hit so you hit on these three dots. Is that what
Yeah.
you do?
Yep.
Or you right click?
Nope. Hitting the 3 dots.
Ah, I can remove. Hide you. Oh no, no, I
There you
wouldn't do
go.
that. But
It was
really
quite a,
enjoying it.
for only having
The
like,
YouTube thing.
huh?
Well, even the first couple of live streams, and that's why I contacted you, Max, because you had the open invitation, and I thought, there's a perfect opportunity for
Hmm.
me to get started. So, and it's something that I probably will do more of later, but right now, working full time, and I have other interests too, right? So,
Well,
um,
you could always just do it like me and not put a ton of effort into it.
yeah,
No, I mean, the intention is, of course, to always have good topics and good discussion, breaking stuff down, but it just doesn't always happen every week, especially with the
no,
holidays coming out and stuff like that. And it's how it is. And I don't know. And I'm kind of like I'm kind of like the training wheels for, a lot of people out there who want to know how to do this stuff.
no, that
And
was good. And I appreciate that. I really do, because like the more you do it, I mean, the first couple of times I was quite nervous. Um,
Mhm.
but you open up a little bit more. And like I said, I'd like to try live streaming on my own, and maybe learn how to green screen,
Yeah, there
either
you go.
that or you know this uh, bedroom thing is getting old. I
Yeah.
need something else. Maybe like a nice meadow with birds flying on my shoulder or something. That would be nice.
Yeah. Mm.
uh,
I suppose go out and go stand in the woods like Brian. I don't
yeah,
know.
could do that. Could go to the beach. Do it on the beach.
I was thinking about green screening, but I'm like, sounds like a lot of
Yeah.
work to me. I
Yeah.
don't
No,
want to
you're
do it.
all right. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think I want a green screen. I don't want to do
Yeah.
all that stuff. It's too fake. Um,
Well, I mean, and it works for
mm,
it. It's okay, but I don't have any room for a
mm,
thing to put behind me. I don't. My room is very small. Very
well,
small.
well,
I
it
don't
looks
have any
big.
room for anything.
But,
Yeah, that's because the camera is 2 feet from my face because how my desk is. But yeah, my room is pretty small. It's pretty small. Yeah, and as far as anyone who wants to know about streaming, pretty much you can just use Google Hangouts. You don't even need a camera. A lot of people don't even use cameras. So it's just
mm,
all there is to it. Um, and as far as recording offline, I use OBS Studio, which is also free.
yeah.
And
Yes, I downloaded that.
every professional video gamer and YouTuber out there uses OBS Studio.
Mm.
Um,
Well,
so
see, I
yeah.
I wanted to download that thinking that I could use my external cameras, but I haven't figured out how to set that up yet. I know that you have to take your key and you have to put it in and you have to make them um, kind of know each other. But I still can't seem to get my third camera, my other
You talking
camera
about a
working.
web? You talking about a
Like
web
in a
camera?
Yeah, and like the external ones, you
I
know.
don't know what's the difference between an external one and a web camera? You're just using a web camera,
Well,
right?
when I try this one in Google Hangouts when we chat, It
Mhm.
works at first, but then as soon as you go live, it reverts back to the original. It won't recognize the camera, Google Hangouts, but I can use it off of Google Hangouts.
It's probably just a setting in Google Hangouts. But,
Well, see, I could go up to settings here
as far as OBS
and
Studio, you have to select your inputs, so you can get, like, the little box that goes in the corner of the screen or whatever, where you have your face and stuff like that. That's just an input setting.
yeah, I
Yeah.
have to figure all that out if I'm gonna do live streams because I wouldn't mind screen sharing as well.
Well, you can
'Cause
screen share right now.
I can.
Yes, you can. You have
Oh,
to This is the problem that Robert has right now is that he only has a laptop screen.
that's what I have. Yeah.
I I I would never be able to do this without more than I actually need a third screen. But
Mm,
if you bring up where your Google Hangout is, where you can see me,
right.
without the chat or anything like that, on the left-hand side, you've got a green button that says screen share. And then,
Ah, there it is. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, so that's how that works.
There you are.
Yeah.
Now how do I go? Okay. All right.
And it says share with everybody. You click that, and it should pop up for everybody on the stream. And then when you're done with it, I think you X out or hit escape. I don't remember. So there you go.
So I really enjoy it when people are interacting, but you can actually show scripture as well while you're reading. So
Hmm.
that's kind of nice too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's already built into here.
Control room.
Yeah. And when you are running your own stream, you have a few more settings, but not much more. It looks pretty much about the same.
So if I plug this camera in, this is what we could do. We could do a little bit of a tech thing. That's what we could
Okay.
do. Because I find sometimes I'm not sure if this microphone is picking me up or if it's my.
That's in Google Hangouts. Mine resets all the time to where it wants to pick me up on the camera, and I'm like, why do I sound like tin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. So I have HD webcam. Oh, so if I did this.
And look at that,
What?
it works.
Oh my goodness. Thanks, Max.
And we can see Valerie's house
Oh,
now.
that's cool.
What she's got.
This is the guest room.
Look at all your stuff. Look at all the stuff she's
Here's all
got.
this stuff. What? Look at I got his and hers.
Yeah, and you're still going through your headset for audio, from what I can tell.
Oh wow, I didn't realize. So I can do that.
Oh, we got
Awesome.
an helicopter.
Yeah. Get into the chopper. Wait.
We ain't got time to feed you. We ain't got time.
So if we were gonna do this, then so my default microphone would be. Let's try this. Is this better?
It sounds like it's
Communication
coming through your
microphone.
headset.
It does it?
That's what it
Because
sounds like to me.
default microphone. Okay, I have microphone high definition audio.
Yeah, that's going into your.
There.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. I just have to. I have to.
There you go.
Get to the chopper. All right. So it does work.
Yep.
What do you know? So I didn't really have to buy another one. I thought this one was broken. Because I have this one too, just a really tiny one. But now I'm all set up. I could have a whole 3-camera thing happening.
There you go.
I can switch my cameras around. See, I'm getting it.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of kicking around.
It
Takes a little
does.
bit of kicking around.
Yeah.
I'll look and see if anyone's got any questions. Jason, if you want to come on.
Yeah, come on, Jason. If Max, wants to spend more time, that's
He
fine.
hasn't commented in a bit, so I don't know. I'll send him the link here when I get done looking.
I don't know if
Shepard's
people.
do they have to be flagged or does YouTube screen their site? No YouTube content creator knows exactly how any of that stuff works. All I can tell you is from what I have experienced. with monetization and stuff, and my viewership, like my subscribers keep going up, but my views per video have been cut in half in the last year. And you can tell that they changed something with the algorithm. This is why people are going to Patreon. People that actually do YouTube for a living, they all go to Patreon because YouTube is not giving them any money. And so there are some changes that were made with their stuff. And because I don't make a living off YouTube, I don't really care. I'm kind of like, well, I'll try monetization, see what happens there. But if only a few hundred people see my vids, then that's fine. That's fine. That's how it is. Jason writing a letter to Brian. I think it's a waste of time, Jason. I think it's a waste of time. That's what I think about that. Because Brian isn't going to do anything. He's not going to make a video, and he's not going to write you back. See, everybody needs to handwrite and Pony Express Brian Denlinger messages to talk to him. Is he really gonna write you back when you send him something? No. And he's not going to send you an email because he doesn't want anyone to know his email address.
That's what I mean about people making themselves available. Like Robert, he'll disable his comments, but he's still available.
Yeah, you just have to do a little digging a little bit to get his contact info. Mm-hmm. His stuff is up there though.
Yeah, I just have his email. I don't have anything else. But
right, but I know his email. I forget how. I think he actually got in touch with me. I don't remember how all that worked, but I know that his contact information is up on his website. So is Gene Kim's. Mine is on. If you go to the about, if you click on about on my YouTube channel, you have my email address. Okay, I've given out my phone number before too, I think. So our information is all up there, and we welcome and appreciate calls. Please no fire bombs. I don't appreciate that, but yeah, people want to call and talk or send me an email.
Is there anybody new in chat? Because some of these avatars, or is that the correct word? Or they look new. Sky Everlasting's
been around for a while.
Yeah, Deborah's here. Jason.
Cosmos looks like it's new.
Cosmo, I don't know. Yeah. Welcome anyway.
I was gonna shoot Jason a thing if Jason is still here.
Yes, Cosmo. Robert hangs out. He is quite open, which is very nice, and he's very welcoming and approachable. I've never had an issue with them. Basically, Disney. I'm new. Basically, is that what it is? Basically, is that how it's pronounced? Basically.
Yep.
Basically Disney. Oh.
All right, Jason, if you're still hanging out, I sent you the link. Now I have to figure out how to get back to my thing. This whole learning a new computer business. I don't like it. I don't like that. Cosmo has talked to Max on the phone before. Well, I probably know your real name. Not what you go by on. A lot of people talk to me on the phone and I don't know who they are until they start talking. It's one of those things where I talk to a lot of people. And
I'm sure.
I generally put people's information into my phone so it comes up, but I'm not very good with that. I'll just have like a first name or something. And I'm like, ooh. And then I'll pick it up and be like, and then as soon as they start talking, I'm like, oh yeah, what's up?
Yeah. Well, I wondered. I think it was 7:30, and I thought, well, maybe I'll give you a text or something, because I thought, I can shut everything down, and then because I didn't want to shut everything down and then have you come on and say, oh, I'm just late. And
no.
you probably didn't know who the heck it was because of the.
No, I have your
because of the
shirt. In it. Oh. Yeah. Everyone gets worried that I'm dead in a ditch somewhere because I didn't do a live stream on Tuesday, and I'm like,
well,
So Cosmo,
Yeah.
you changed your name. Why'd you do that? Hmm.
Oh, sometimes I don't know. Sometimes you need to. I don't know.
Yeah, Cosmo's Jeff. Now I don't have his channel anymore now because he changed his name. Yeah. Yeah. What do we call you now? Well, I hope you're doing well, Jeff. I know we haven't talked in a while, so
Oh, who's
all
this?
good.
Yay,
Yeah.
Jason.
Hi.
Jason's up.
Hello. Hello, mate.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, same to you, man.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Depending on what
What is it?
calendar you follow, sure.
Yeah, it's 2020 for you, isn't it, Jason? 2020?
Yeah.
2019.
No. Yeah, Jason, I don't know about you writing a letter to Brian. I don't think he's gonna care.
He'll probably.
He's gonna look at that and go, Australia. Throw it in the wastebasket.
No, he'll use it for kindling for his fire.
I won't put my address on there at all. Only his PO box
Yeah.
address. 2. I don't say from. So he has to open.
There you go. You got to make sure it doesn't tick too loudly. You got to use a digital watch for whatever. What's new in Australia, Jason?
Nothing much, mate.
Yeah. Summertime there for you guys, huh?
Yeah, yep. In North Queensland, there's been bad rain. There's been cyclones or threat of cyclones as well.
And we call those tornadoes up here.
Yep. And in even the outback country areas in far New South Wales, there's been dust storms.
Sounds like a wonderful time in Australia.
Yep.
Well, in Canada and in Minnesota, we're watching our thermometers drop. You can just sit there and watch them. If you watch them for a couple of minutes, the temperature goes down.
Right.
Yeah. It's actually been a pretty good winter. It's been very mild here. It's very spring-like conditioned.
Well, it's been terrible. You know, I used to last year we had that foot of snow in like April or something, and it was like, what is going on here? And I'm like, I hope it's a mild winter next year. You know what happened this year? Right before Christmas, we had 4 inches of snow, and I'm up at like 2 o'clock in the morning watching it snow, and I'm like, should I plow it now just to get it done out of the way? I'm like, nah, I'll wait till
otherwise
tomorrow.
It freezes. Yeah.
Well, I have a big snow blower. I don't care. You know what ended up happening though? The next morning I wake up, and this wasn't, I think I woke up at like 6. I think my wife woke me up to plow out the driveway. So 4 hours later, it's raining. And I don't mean like drizzling. I mean, it's like legit raining. And I'm like, what? You had 4 inches of snow and then it's legit raining. And it rained all day long. And yeah, it's warm outside, but good luck with that slush. And then, of course, the next night, it's like 5 to 10 degrees and everything froze as a sheet of ice. Froze my snowblower solid. So that's worthless. And yeah. It's like, and it was raining earlier today. And now the temperature dropped 20 degrees and now it's kind of snowing a little bit or something. But it's like, what's going on with the weather here? That was crazy.
Yeah, it's starting to chill down now, but we had rain all day. It was like 12 degrees here. That's spring. That's like stuff we get in April.
Well, and that's
crazy.
Celsius. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm at 10 degrees Fahrenheit right now.
Yeah.
You and your 35 degrees. Yeah.
Actually, it was pretty warm. You know what? I had to turn the air on in the car. That's how bad it was. Because the car was it was warm outside.
You're in Canada and you have to run air conditioning.
Yeah, I had to do that to get the fog off my windshield because I didn't want the heat on. It was too hot.
Yeah.
It was too hot outside. The chat. I lost the chat. That's okay. Oh, here we go.
There was nothing for me. I think we've been on for a little bit. I think we can pretty well
Okay.
get close to shutting her down. Anyone who has any questions for me or Jason?
So it's 28 degrees Celsius in Sydney. Possible for thunderstorms.
Yeah.
So what is that, like 75?
I'll have to convert it on Google.
Well, it's summertime for you. It should be 75, 80, something like that.
Celsius to Fahrenheit, yeah, in temp. Okay. All right. I'll see if there's a converter here.
I always get mad that I have these businesses that are in town that actually have Celsius for the temperature on their thing. And it's like, do you realize that we live in Minnesota in the United States, not somewhere else? And no. So yeah.
82.4. If it's 28 Celsius, it's 82.4 Fahrenheit.
Right.
That's nice.
So Valerie, you're up there. You get like 45-degree balmy weather. And you have to run your air conditioner in the middle of winter.
No, it's 30. Let me see. 12 degrees, 24.
Times 2 plus 26 or something.
30.
Yeah.
I had 30, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn the heat on. You're just okay. Just turn the air on. I did. I turned the air on. I couldn't stand it.
It's just so terrible. And you're like north of me. I don't know. I must have the jet stream thing going where my weather is just crap all the time. It doesn't matter if it's summertime or wintertime or whatever.
Well, we usually get what you get.
Yeah.
It comes your way, then it goes down Detroit, and then we get it. So it kind of goes around the lake. Depending on the temperature of the lake, I think if the lake freezes over, it's easier. But when the heat of the lake seems to move the air and the moisture around a different way.
Are you far away from Bible Berean 1611?
I don't know where he is.
He's
or
in
she.
Detroit.
Jay Downer.
He's in Florida?
He's an African Canadian guy. I do
okay.
Video,
yes, I know who he is.
Yeah, yep.
Yes. I don't know where he is in Canada.
I thought he was in Detroit or something. He's in Canada.
He's from Canada. I know. Yeah, that's what he said on chat. Yep.
Oh. Well, if he's from the Detroit area, maybe he's from Windsor. I don't know.
He's from the Canada.
Canadian side. Okay.
I don't know where. I don't know where in Canada. So yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, anyone, the questions for me, questions for Jason, questions for Valerie. There isn't, kind of just doing a year wrap up and talking about things. Mentioning Canada, people that are in South America and Canada can call me, or I can call them, and it will be a free call.
He's on the east coast of Canada on chat.
Yeah.
East Coast.
Yeah. Right above Maine.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty far.
Right.
Pretty far.
Everyone's talking about their wonderful weather as compared to what we have. Yay.
I put my snow tires on and they're just wearing down.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why I bothered, but they tell me if it's a certain temperature, it's good to have them. But then again, you never know. We could get pelted pretty soon. Anyway.
Yeah, and which is fine. You know, it was supposed to snow for the last couple of days here, and I'm fine with snow. It's really easy to clean up when you have a really big snowblower. Yep. But you have this drizzle stuff and this ice stuff. Like, oh, how am I going to get rid of that? Just not going to happen.
Salted.
Not, unless the temperature warms up, the salt doesn't do anything either. Aaron, good. You got a question for me? Go ahead. Watching Steven Anderson when he ran into my channel. So yeah, which is interesting because wasn't. I have a couple of negative Steven Anderson videos just for some things that he said, but I was never a huge follower of the guy, so I don't have a whole big repertoire of things about Steven Anderson. I mean, obviously now I do. Now that I know what he's about, now I do. He really wants to start a lot of spiritual warfare with people. It'll be interesting to see what happens with this guy and what comes out with them, and the things that he says about who should be put to death and stuff like that.
People that tend to say that they're a believer in that, I really question where they are in the body of Christ. They must be a baby toe or something, or
I don't know.
I want to be close to the heart, so.
Yeah, well,
I'm just thinking.
I never followed Jack Hiles, and a lot of these guys are coming out of there, so I had never followed Peter Ruckman either. So these people that come out of these camps, you kind of know who they are by what they're teaching, and it's from like Steven Anderson is coming from like a Jack Hiles teaching and stuff. And I'm not familiar with that. It's like it's their own little church thing, their own little cult. I think Jack Hiles, didn't he call himself a Baptist? But it's a Jack Hiles Baptist. It's not like every other Baptist out there. It's a Jack Hiles Baptist.
Yeah, I'm not, it hasn't even been a year that I've been that active on YouTube. I mean, I like I said years ago, I was on, and I just didn't get into it. But I don't know. I think the reason why I got more into YouTube was because TV and cable was just terrible. I couldn't stand it anymore. There's nothing to watch, so I started searching on YouTube.
Yeah, I haven't watched.
One person says here that Jay is in Nova
Scotia.
Yeah.
Nova Scotia. That's far east. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's the coast.
As far as television goes, I don't think I have watched actual literal television in maybe 10 years. Somebody else has it on, and I'm there. Obviously, I'm going to see it, but I don't think I've ever actually had my television hooked to anything. I got Netflix on the television now because it's wireless, but
yeah, that's right.
We got DVD player, but actual television, no. I look at Drudge Report as kind of my morning routine when I'm drinking my coffee. I'll look at Drudge Report, but that's about it for my news, and that's mostly entertainment. Yeah.
Hello, John. Now he lives off of Nova Scotia, Newfoundland.
Aaron, good. You never gave me your question. So what am I supposed to do with that?
Jason knows it. He's in the future.
Yeah. Did you tell me these things? You look at Google Hangout, I send you an invite. I look at Google Hangout, I send you. I don't have anything in my inbox, so I don't know what you mean. Are you saying you want a link to a Google Hangout?
Yeah, I think maybe that might be the case for Aaron.
Yeah. Well, we're getting ready to shut down, Aaron. So that's how that is.
Yep.
Well, thanks for coming on, Jason, and talk about nothing. We could start our own sitcom.
Yep. But I just uploaded a short while ago my commentary video on a video I featured with Robert Breaker in 2017.
Yeah.
I enjoy doing commentary videos.
There you go. Go check out Jason's channel. What are you? You're on You have a
JC
couple of
Swing
them.
too.
Well, what's not the one that I ever see your stuff on? There's the one that I have.
JC Swing too.
Yeah, JC Swing. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So there you go. And then Valerie is Valerie.
Yeah, with a small V. So I think people are figuring that out. Yeah, Sky's in the future as well, and she's going to get raptured 2 seconds before us.
That's right. She can let us know how it all works out in heaven.
Yeah.
Valerie is also in the comments, so if you scroll up, you can click on her name and go to her channel. Otherwise,
yep.
I think that's what we call.
Yeah, take a look at my new video. It takes me a while if you're a subscriber, and I appreciate subscribers, but I feel obligated to pump something out. So
yeah, that's kind of how it goes.
But I'm not. I don't know what to do about that.
That is kind of when you get involved in actually doing producing things for YouTube. It's like, boy, I haven't done anything in like 3 days.
3 months. 3 days. 3 months.
3 days for me.
Oh.
Now, see, what I used to be able to do was just copy and download somebody else's stuff and re-upload it to my channel, but I can't do that no more. I have to do everything myself. And yeah, that's how it is. I'm kind of at the point where it's like I have days where I'll do like 12 hours of recording stuff and then make 3 or 4 different videos and get them all set. And I'm like, I think I'll just wait to release them like one every other day or something. That's how it.
Or do them in parts. Part 1, part 2, part 3, especially if they're an hour and a half long, because you don't want to rush them either. You know.
Yeah.
You don't want to rush them.
Okay.
And that keeps you active. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sky Everlasting has prayer request roundup. So you need a prayer, Sky? Or is that just a general thing to say? Yeah, we're always fine to take prayer requests. There is something special, we could certainly do that, but otherwise we're kind of on the outs. Kind of shutting her down. But that could be a thing. I know it was suggested that normally do a prayer before we actually go live and do stuff. Attempt to do that, especially if we're covering doctrine and things like that. And Robert has been doing that. I forget to do it because people actually want to hear that before we start. I do it on the back end, but some people actually want to hear it. So we could certainly do that. Sky Everlasting is having a rough week, so people please pray for her.
Okay.
So there we have it. And on that note, I think we are going to be out of here, guys. We are going to be out of here.
Good night. Thanks for showing up, Max. Yeah.
All right.